This week, let's talk about some of the best parts about using Kajabi for your course. And if you've ever been overwhelmed trying to figure out all the tools and which one is perfect for you, today's podcast will help.
Welcome to the Course Creators HQ podcast, helping you navigate the latest techniques for creating and marketing online courses. And now, here is your host, Julie Hood.
Hi there, you are here just in time for episode 9 of the podcast, a Kajabi review, and 6 reasons why you would choose Kajabi. But before we start, I want to tell you that I love Kajabi so much that I recommend it to my clients and give away special bonuses to everyone who signs up through me and uses my link. So go to coursecreatorshq.com/Kajabi and sign up for a special 28-day trial version. The normal site usually only gives you a 14-day trial version, but I've partnered with them and have gotten you 28 days to test it out. So try it out, see if you like it, and use my special link. That's coursecreatorshq.com/Kajabi. All right, now here's why I like it so much. Number one reason, it's a wonderful experience for your students. I love when I get to take courses in Kajabi. The layout is very soothing for the student. There's lots of white space throughout the pages. It's also easy to navigate a course and know which lesson you are on. It tracks your progress and it lets the instructor track the student's progress. So you can see, how are my students doing? Are they getting through the course okay? So that's the first reason. The student experience is really good. The second reason is that Kajabi is what's called an all-in-one tool, which means that not only will it host your course and keep track of your students, it'll help you run the rest of your online business too. So it includes things like landing pages and funnels and your sales pages and your email marketing. And there are lots and lots of features built into Kajabi natively. And so I will tell you, I've had some other clients who have used an all-in-one tool like this, like Kajabi, to run their online business. And it does simplify a lot of the process of running an online business. Since everything is in one tool, you don't have to worry about trying to make everything work together. And so I'll give you an example here. My business was started so many years ago that I have a lot of different pieces that I pulled together to try to make them all fit and work together. So I have one tool for my shopping cart. I have one tool to host my courses, which happens to be Kajabi at the moment. And I have a different tool to do my email newsletter and a different landing page tool. And that's because I had different pieces coming together at different times when these all-in-one tools weren't available. And so now that you can actually use an all-in-one tool that has it all built in for you, it can be a really good way to reduce some of the tech headaches, because I know I have a lot of challenges keeping everything working together smoothly. So, however, I will also tell you the negative part of an all-in-one tool is that if one piece of the puzzle stops working, it can be hard to swap that out and change it because it's meant to all work together. So just a heads up, that's a business decision you're going to have to make. Do I want one tool to keep things clean and simple, or do I want different pieces? So let's say if my landing pages software quits working, I can swap it out with a different landing page software and keep moving. So that's one of the decisions as you're picking your tools you'll need to make, is how you want to put that together for your specific business. So that's number 2. The all-in-one tool is really, really helpful for course creators. Reason number 3, when you compare the cost of Kajabi to buying all of the separate tools that you would need to do everything Kajabi does, Kajabi wins hands down. And they've actually put together a price comparison that I will put in the show notes at coursecreatorshq.com/9, since this is episode 9, coursecreatorshq.com/9. And I'll share some of the pieces of this price comparison. Basically, the starting version of Kajabi is $149 a month. And when they pulled together all of the different costs of these tools, it came up to $865 a month. And so the biggest piece of that $865 is the video hosting. So Kajabi includes video hosting for you. So if you have to pay for that separately, and whichever tool you end up choosing, make sure you find out about how the video hosting works and what it costs, if it's built in or if you need to use a separate tool, because that can get really, really expensive. Another one of my clients just went through a huge project to move all of their videos to a new video host because they were paying so much. They have a lot of students, and so every time a student watches one of their videos, it's an additional view, an additional bandwidth that they're paying for. So in Kajabi, you're not paying for individual views. You're not paying for bandwidth. That's included inside your course. It also includes a website builder. So you don't need to use a different tool to build your website, and a landing page builder, which is perfect for creating opt-in pages and creating your sales pages. It also has email software built in so that you can do your email marketing through Kajabi if you need to. And it lets you do what a funnel builder type tool would be. So something that could create, they call them pipelines in Kajabi, but something that will create a sequence for potential students to go through, to get to know you, to get to know what your course provides. You can set up a sequence of emails that they'll receive over a certain amount of time. And some course tools won't include that. That's something that's included in Kajabi. They also have quiz assessments built into Kajabi, so that could be a separate tool that you would have to buy. And then another one that a lot of folks need when they use separate tools is called Zapier. And basically what Zapier does is it zaps information between tools for you. So if you have a landing page software and let's say a newsletter software, but they don't necessarily work together, Zapier will send the information back and forth between the tools. So all of those extra tools built together adds up to $865 a month. So if you can just pay $149 a month for Kajabi, which is the current monthly price, you are obviously saving a lot of money. So that's reason number 3, is that when combining Kajabi and comparing it to a whole bunch of other separate tools, Kajabi is definitely the winner. Okay, reason number 4, Kajabi has been around for 10 years and it has a very large group of customers already. This is not a new tool that's in beta and trying to figure out how it's going to fit into the marketplace and figure out their business model and their pricing and how they're going to run their support. Some of those newer tools that are out there start out at discount pricing in order to get customers. But that means that discounted pricing, you're going to go through all of those new headaches of a new business. Kajabi, on the other hand, they have learned a thing or two about what works for them and the business model that they need to use. They figured out their pricing. So some of the brand new tools make me very nervous since they haven't worked all that out yet. And I remember a couple years ago, one of the newer tools had a very hefty price increase on their current customers because they realized they needed to charge more. And when they did that, they increased the price on all their current customers. So their current customers had set up everything in the tool. They were running their business and suddenly got this unexpected price increase. So these tools do price increases, but not necessarily huge ones, where they're doubling your price or something. So since Kajabi has been around for a long time, they've worked a lot of those headaches out. So that's reason number 4. They've been around for 10 years. They have a lot of loyal customers who will keep the business afloat and keep them going and keep them successful. So reason number 5 is Kajabi has weekday webinars and Q&A calls that they offer for support. So during these live daily webinars and Q&A calls, you can get your questions answered. And not all tools have this level of support. They also have a 24/7 live chat and email support. So this can be really essential. Let's say if you're in the middle of a launch and something breaks and you need help right now, the live chat and email support can be really, really helpful to get those kinds of problems taken care of. So when you do your 28-day trial at my special link, that's coursecreatorshq.com/Kajabi, make sure that you test out the chat and email support and attend a couple of those daily webinars and just see how you like the support that they provide. Compare it to other tools that you're considering. And then reason number 6, I really like Kajabi because of this. And it's that more people I see talking about tools say that they love Kajabi than I hear saying that they don't like Kajabi. And so, as you can imagine, I'm in a lot of Facebook groups about online courses. And consistently, more and more people say they love Kajabi more than any other tool I've seen. And that level of love from your customers is really, really hard to create. And actually, it's even harder to keep over the long term. So the fact that people are that thrilled with the tool also helps me put a lot of confidence in it. So now that you've heard the good reasons why you should use Kajabi, are there some reasons why you wouldn't want to use a Kajabi? And there are a few, but let me talk about this just for a second. This review that I'm doing is happening in October 2020. So if you're listening later, you'll want to double check about what I'm saying next in case things have changed or even I have a newer review episode. So this one is October 2020. So first off, if you don't like the user experience, the student experience of Kajabi, then you'll want to find a different tool because you really want to love how your students are using your course and experiencing your course. So if you don't like it as much as I do, that would be a reason not to use Kajabi. And if you have a lot of the infrastructure for an online business already, Kajabi may not be for you. And this is because you might be paying for features you already have. Now, personally, I do it because I like Kajabi and I don't use all of the features. I like the student experience, so I'm willing to pay for that for my students. But if you're on a tighter budget, it may be more than you need if you have a lot of these tools already. And then finally, if you need VAT taxes calculated for you, so this is a European tax, and if you need that, you'll probably need another tool that will do and calculate the VAT taxes for you. When I was researching this episode, there's a tool called Quaderno, and it's at quaderno.io, not .com, but .io, and it said that it will work with Kajabi. So I haven't tried that, but it could be an option for those of you who need VAT taxes calculated. And what do I hear most often is that the biggest reason is Kajabi is too expensive. But we talked about that earlier. It's actually not for everything that you get for all the different tools that are available. So I hope you can test drive Kajabi. I hope you find it as helpful as I do, and then make sure you contact me at Course Creators HQ when you sign up so I can let you know what bonuses that we're currently giving away to everyone that signs up through our link. So I hope this was helpful for you to kind of get a feeling for what you should be thinking about as you're going through the different tools and whether Kajabi would be good for you. And then I also want to give you a quick win for listening to today's episode. I have a $37 training called Is My Course Idea Any Good? And it'll help you decide if your course is a good idea or not. It's a quick way to kind of evaluate your concept, and I want to give it away to you for free as a podcast listener. Just go to coursecreatorshq.com/idea. That's coursecreatorshq.com/idea. And then if you could do one more thing for me, I would really appreciate it. If you could hit that subscribe button in your podcast app, I'd really, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this episode and could give us a 5-star review, those would be so helpful. They have me doing a happy dance around my office because the podcast apps really use reviews and subscribers to determine whether they should share your podcast to others. So thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for reviewing. It makes my day, and I hope you have learned something new today, that it has improved your course business. And I can't wait to connect with you next time on the CourseCreatorsHQ.com podcast. Thanks so much for listening.